Hello, my name's Simon. I work for Impact International as a leadership consultant. We work with and help leaders from organisations across the globe and learn a lot from them. Some of those things I'd like to share with you which may be useful for you in this current crisis. So we all know there's stormy weather ahead. The COVID-19 scenario provides the perfect storm for the NHS, and it's not going to be plain sailing. We might not have all the medical resources we need, but we do have each other. So it's important that we draw the best out of ourselves and have quality conversations during the brief lulls in the storm. By that I mean the end of shift, end of day huddles and debriefs that you hold with your team. So I have a structure for that. Think of it as a life raft to cling to in that storm. 3 simple things: celebrate successes, acknowledge feelings, and decide on action based on people's needs. So firstly, share and celebrate the shift's successes and wins. The benefits of adopting a positive psychology amidst a negative environment are well known. All around you there are people to be grateful for, people working really hard together to try to get the best results in the worst circumstances. Appreciate people's efforts, their ingenuity, their capacity for love and courage and perseverance in testing times. Recognise all these people and don't take anyone for granted. Secondly, feelings. Notice what's going on with your own feelings and the feelings of those around you. It's not easy to do this when you're buried in the thick of the action. So it's important to notice and acknowledge these emotions at the end of the shift. And it's okay to feel dreadful. Just recognising and sharing each other's emotions helps everyone cope. So what are people's personal coping strategies? What's holding you together? What's keeping you sane? Think of this as your internal PPE. So thirdly, deciding on action based on people's needs. So having noticed the day's successes and acknowledging the needs of people for tomorrow, decide on how those needs might be best met in the trying circumstances. You might not be able to action the material resources that you need, but you can decide on actioning personal and emotional needs. So what are those, and how can those needs best be provided? This big storm will pass, so visualise the better times that lay ahead, the calmer seas on the other side of COVID-19. In stormy seas, you can't control the weather, but you can choose the way in which you work together and deal with its challenges. I'd love to say fair winds and following seas to you, but that's not the forecast. But I do throw you that life raft, that structure for those end of shift conversations with 3 things: celebrate successes, acknowledge feelings, and decide on action based on people's needs.